What is up, Patriots? Let's work on an infographic today. That is an image where you do compare and contrast between two different things instead of writing a big long paper. You're welcome. Here's how it works. Check out my screen. I've been really into the paranormal fiction stuff recently, and you'll see I'm comparing two very popular series. The first, on the left, is Stranger Things, the Netflix TV show. And on the right, the Miss Peregrine book series. I haven't seen the movie. I don't know if I want to because I'm a book freak. But let's compare the two and see how they're alike and see how they're different. First of all, Stranger Things. How many kids with supernatural talent, at least in season 1? 1, which is 11. Too many numbers. I'll be quiet now. In Miss Peregrine's, how many kids have supernatural talent? All of them. It's an orphanage for kids with weird paranormal abilities. It's really cool. We'll see that a parent is a main character in both series. Stranger Things has a gate to another dimension, otherwise known as the Upside Down. Miss Peregrine's has a gate to another time. Kind of like Doctor Who, but not. But like, but not. Anyway. They both have, surprise, a scary monster that eats people. Isn't that sweet? And one more thing they have in common. Everyone thinks that the mom, Joyce, in Stranger Things is crazy. In the Miss Peregrine series, at least in the first book, I'm just getting ready to read book 2, everyone thinks that Abe, the grandpa, is crazy. So we have some things that are alike, and we have some things that are different. Once we've created our account in Canva, I'll show you how we'll take this information and make it into a really cool picture. So we've gone to Canva, we're logged in. Look up in the top right. We want to make an infographic for which there is a template, a way to cheat, presets and all that stuff. Click on more and scroll down until you see infographic. This yellow guy right here, 800 pixels by 2,000 pixels, so it's nice and big. Take a look on the left. We've got lots of templates to choose from. All kinds of colors. I'm looking for a side-by-side comparison, right? You might think that this one would be good. I don't like the mustard yellow. I think it's kind of boring to look at graphically. It's not very interesting. I can't see like lots of cool pictures coming in. I want to look for something darker. You don't have to, though. Here, let's go with this guy, because I'm talking about paranormal. I'm talking about spooky, scary things. So I want to go with a darker color palette. If you want to go with one of the blues, that's fine. Whatever it is you're comparing, as long as it's good for a side-by-side comparison, even if you can make this one work, that would be cool. But I'm feeling dark today, so I'm going to go with my instinct. Double-click this puppy. It immediately pops up. Now, I don't need these funky icons because I know I'd like to have 2 pictures from each series. So I'm going to get rid of all the stuff that I don't want. See this zoom control down here? If you click it, watch what happens. Hit the plus. Hit the plus. Boom, things are getting bigger. Let's get rid of some junk. I just want to have 1 rectangle here, not 2. And I know there's 2 elements on top of each other. So watch what happens if I click the top one. I get the outline. Garbage can deletes the stuff. Ooh, that's perfect. Let's also get rid of this big clunky font. I want to use a font that's cleaner and prettier to look at. Maybe something like this. I wonder if I can make this 1 line. It doesn't quite fit. What if I shrink it down just a little bit? Ooh, that I like. Can I make it any bigger? No! Okay, I'm going to go with a single line because that's what I like. Now, let's delete some stuff, and I'll be back soon. Check it out. I've pretty much stripped this thing just down to the red lines and the text. Now, how many things am I comparing and contrasting? 5. So, let's go back in. Let's type these 5 things in, one on one side, one on the other, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with those dotted lines to separate each one. Oakley dokley do, neighbor. You'll see that I've got all 5 of my things on both sides plugged in. The big thing I want to do is I want to make sure that each little comparison window, chamber, thingy, whatever you call it, needs to be the same width. What you don't want to do is have something that looks like this and the lines are uneven and crooked and stuff like that. This is where a little bit of OCD will do you wonders. Just make sure everything is even and about the same width. You know, you don't want to have one that's like 1 inch wide and then the next one be like 2.5. You want to keep it relatively the same. Remember, don't put a ton of text in these. We don't need to write complete sentences. Short, punchy phrases are just fine. Once that's set up, and the easiest way to find out is if you move things around. You see those lines? That'll tell you that it's not only even up and down with the right and left borders of the red dot, it's also even across the line to the other side. If everything is aligned and looking good and about the same width as the one below it, I think you're good. Tomorrow we'll deal with how to find pictures and how to put them in these guys. But for today, I think we've done a pretty good job of learning how the program works and how to put these graphics together. So I'll see you tomorrow.